హాయ్ ఎవ్రీవన్, ఐ హోప్ ఆల్ ఆర్ వెల్. ఈరోజు మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకోబోయే టాపిక్ ఏంటంటే గాస్ లా అప్లికేషన్స్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ పార్ట్ 12 వీడియో. ఇన్ పార్ట్ 11 ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్డ్ గాస్ లా and గాస్ లా proof. So if anyone is not watching in part 11 video, in this description I am giving, okay, description is available, that video you can search and see that video. So you are seeing that video, easily you can understood the Gauss law applications. So before Gauss law applications we are discussed many videos, so that all videos I am giving in description, please watch it. If anyone is not subscribing my channel, so please subscribe and support to me, you will get the latest notifications on my channel. Okay, now we are going to the our topic, Gauss law applications. In that first one is uniform thin wire infinity length. Okay, so this is uniform thin wire, charge is distributing in linear. Linear means we know charge is distributing in only one axis only, maybe that is x axis or y axis or z axis, any one axis only charge is distributed. That type of materials we are calling linear materials. So this is the linear wire. This linear wire, charge is distributing positive charge in linearly along the one axis only. Okay, here I am considering this is Gaussian surface. So this cylindrical surface is Gaussian surface. Okay na? And this wire is the linear wire. Okay, so clear everyone, this wire is the linear wire. Now charge is distributing in linearly, so we can calculate the linear charge density because of this wire having density also. So that linear charge density I am calculating now. So linear charge density, so linear charge density denoted by lambda. Linear charge density denoted by lambda. How much charge is distributed here? Q charge. So here to the here charge Q. Let us consider this Gaussian surface length is L. Gaussian surface length is L, and that Gaussian surface radius I am giving here R. Okay, so lambda is equal to charge per unit length. How much that length? L length. Okay, so from this equation we can write Q is equal to lambda into L. So I am giving this is equation 1. Okay, and here, so here I am taking very small unit surface area. So here very small area, ds area only having. In that ds area I am taking a perpendicular line, no, so this is area vector. So okay, this is area vector. So in this Gaussian surface 3 regions I am taking. So this is region 1, and this is region 2, and this is region 3. Okay, so in this region, this is the region. Okay, now this is the circular area only. Again here also area is very small only, ds. In this ds area, perpendicular line, perpendicular denoting to the area vector. So here area vector is this one. So here this is the area vector. Now electric field lines are passing from the downside to the upside, like this electric field lines are passing in this Gaussian surface. Okay, so here also this is n cap ds is area vector. So normal direction electric field is passing. Here also normal only 90 degrees, but here area vector and electric field both are in the same direction. Means same direction means here angle how much? Theta is equal to 0 degrees in region 2. Okay, so region 1, region 2, region 3. Now we have to calculate the flux. We know already flux, part 10 video I explained what is the flux and flux applications. Okay, if any doubt you can search the description part 10 video and watch it, that video. Okay, now I explain the flux. How many number of field lines are crossing this area vector, and second region area vector and third region area vector we can see, means I am calculating net flux here. Okay. According to the electric flux formula, so electric flux denoted by phi. Phi is equal to formula already I given E dot ds, surface integral E dot ds. So this is the net flux. Okay, let us consider this is second equation. So according to the Gauss law statement, phi is equal, we can write q by epsilon naught also. So you can write this is equation 3. So equate 1, 2 and 3 equations, equate equation 2 and 3. Can I write like this? Electric flux finally net surface integral E dot ds is equal to q by epsilon naught. So net flux I am calculating here. So this is the final equation. So in this one, now this is the net flux, net electric flux I am calculating here. Net electric flux, how we can calculate? From region 1, region 2, region 3 we can calculate, means we get the total electric flux. So first region 1, here I am writing, so this is region 1. So in that region 1 case, electric flux formula we can remove the dot, means we can write here E dot cos theta. So let us consider here theta 1. So theta 1, here theta 1 angle how much? Theta 1 is equal to 90 degrees. Let us consider this is theta 2, 0 degrees. Here angle theta 3 angle, that is 90 degrees. Okay, so theta 1 plus from region 2 closed surface integral from region 2 E dot ds cos theta 2 plus closed surface integral region 3. Okay, so E dot ds cos theta 3 is equal to, so remaining here q by epsilon naught. Okay, so q by epsilon naught. So right here, so first region E dot ds, theta 1 value is 90, cos 90 value 0, plus from region 2 E dot ds cos theta 2 is equal to 0. So theta 2 is equal to 0 means 1 E dot ds only, plus so closed surface integral, so region 3 E dot ds, again here cos theta 3 value, cos theta 3 is 90, cos 90 value 0 is equal to q by epsilon naught. So finally I am writing here final equation, E dot into ds into 0, total value 0 here, plus here electric field total, here to the total length L, no, in this L length electric field is constant. So electric field is constant, because of that is uniform electric field, that's why I am writing outside. That's constant term we cannot apply integration. Okay, so here write integral ds from region 2. Okay, from region 2, from region 3 again theta 3 90, 0 into this value 0 is equal to q by epsilon naught. Okay, right here E dot integral ds means we get total area, total surface area we get. Okay, now so this total surface area how much? The total surface area is 4 pi r square. Okay, because of radius small r, no, so that's why 4 pi r square, and q is equal to, so what is that q value from equation 1? Lambda L. Okay, so okay, next one, see here E is constant. Integral ds, curved surface area. So this curved surface area, integral ds, curved surface area how much? Curved surface area in cylindrical form 2 pi RL. Okay, so is equal to Q is equal to, from equation 1, lambda L by epsilon naught. See, this L is cancelled. Finally, electric field E is equal to lambda by 2 pi R epsilon naught. Okay, so this is the electric field formula. Electric field in thin wire case formula, this one, E is equal to lambda by 2 pi R epsilon or 2 pi epsilon naught R. So please take the screenshot. We can discuss next application. Next application is field due to a thin infinite plane sheet of charge. Okay, this is very thin plate. In this thin plate, just imagine equal surfaces in cylindrical Gaussian surface. So this is cylindrical Gaussian surface. Okay, so this is the very thin plate. Okay, so this is very thin charged plate. So this is the thin charged plate, means that is 2 dimensions body. So 2 dimensions body means surface charge density. Sigma is denotes the surface charge density. So sigma is surface charge density. Okay, this is the surface charge density. Surface charge density, how we can write? Sigma is equal to, so charge per unit area. So in this one only we can write Q is equal to sigma A. So this is equation 1. Okay, and now electric field lines are passing in this side, because of like this we are placing no surface thin plate. I am placing perpendicularly like this. So Gaussian cylindrical surface, so acting in perpendicular direction. That's why electric field lines are passing like this side only. So this side and that side, opposite side. Okay, so now from region 1, this is very small area. Okay, so perpendicular direction makes the area vector, and electric field line also same angle. Both are the parallel. So because so this is the plane. In this plane, electric field lines always passing through the perpendicular only. So that's why area vector also again that in this surface area again perpendicular only. So that's why both are the perpendicular. That's both are perpendicular means angle between electric field and area vector 0. Okay, so here now this is area vector. So because of this is the curved surface, no, in this curved surface perpendicular line this one. Okay, so means this is electric field. Okay, not area vector, this is electric field. Now this is area vector, perpendicular line. Okay, now here in this case. Okay, so here what is the angle? Angle is 90 degrees. Okay, clear? And here, so electric field is acting this side and area vector also acting this side, because of again, so this is the perpendicular plate, electric field line in this curved surface, again acting area vector perpendicularly, both are the same direction. So from region 3, theta 3 is equal to 0. Only region 2, so in this region, second region only, electric field and area vector both are perpendicular to each other. So here angle is 90 degrees. Okay, again same procedure. So now electric flux. So what is electric flux formula? Electric flux phi is equal to E dot ds. Okay, so integral E dot ds, general formula, surface integral. Okay, so and apply Gauss theorem in this equation. So apply Gauss theorem here. Apply Gauss theorem in region 1, 2 and 3. So we can apply Gauss theorem, phi is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So this is second equation and this is third equation. again finally here E dot closed surface integral ds is equal to q by epsilon naught from equation 2 is equal to equation 3. So E surface integral ds, so total electric flux I am calculating in this Gaussian surface. So from region 1, region 2, region 3, net electric flux we are calculating now. So how we can calculate from region 1? So E surface integral at region 1 ds. Okay, so angle also is there, no ma? Write that angle also, cos theta. So general formula actually E ds cos theta. Here also you can write, so cos theta is equal to q by epsilon naught. So theta is equal to 0, then after we can substitute from region 2. So electric field E closed surface integral at region 2 ds cos theta 2. So this is theta 1, that is theta 2 plus, so electric field into closed surface integral, so from region 3 ds cos theta 3 is equal to, here rem is equal to q by epsilon naught, q by epsilon naught. So right here E dot closed surface integral ds theta 1 is equal to 0. So theta 1 is equal to 0. Simply you can write ds into theta 0. Cos theta 1 is equal to 0. Cos 0 value 1 plus E into, okay, so closed surface integral at region 2. So ds into cos theta 2. Theta 2 is equal to how much? 90 degrees. Cos 90 value 0 plus E into closed surface integral at region 3. So ds into cos theta 3. Cos theta 3 is equal to 0. So cos 0 value 1. So 1 is equal to, right here, q by epsilon naught. So here E into integral ds. So we get total area here, A area. Okay na. So integral ds A plus E into 0. This value totally 0. This one E into again integral ds at region 3. We get total area in this curved surface. Okay, so total area in that curved surface is equal to, q is equal from equation 1 sigma a. So q is equal to sigma a by epsilon naught. So ea plus ea, 2ea. Okay, 2ea is equal to how much here? Sigma a epsilon naught, sigma a by epsilon naught. So area is cancelled. Finally from, okay na, thin plane sheet case electric field how much? E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Okay, E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So please take screenshot. Thank you all of you. Next class we are discussing the next third application. Okay, circular body application we can discuss in next class.